We're just waiting for behind the scenes tour. We've just checked in. It's a quick process to check in. I believe we can film quite a bit of it from what they said. And yeah, let's see what it looks like.
A few moments later.
Alright, cool.
Here in the lab, we take it from our greenhouses. And you
Too
can
many
take any
plants.
piece of the plant and place it into one of these jars that has that gel at the bottom, and then it's going to start to grow its own roots.
We're just on the tour. We've got little microphones on, so little earpieces on. She's giving some information.
This is our creative greenhouse, which is focused on showcasing all kinds of ways to grow plants. So you can stretch your imagination. There is no wrong way to grow a plant as long as you give it everything that it needs. I'm going to introduce you to our greenhouse pet. This is Big Bush right here. His name is Stanley. To make a nice little circle around Stanley. And because he's not edible, this is the one time you can touch a plant here. And pet Stanley if you want. He might respond to you. Yeah. So then you got go like a harder pet tactile. There you go. Yeah. So he is a Mimosa indica, which is nicknamed the sensitive plants because they respond to touch. But there's a few different ideas for why it does this. One has to do with just trying to look less appealing. Something you might try and kind of shrivel up on much less of it. And then another idea has to do with water. So when it's raining out, if he looks like this, as he does now, water would just kind of roll off his leaves, not really get down to his roots right there. But because of this adaptation, he goes through a big transformation which I can simulate for you. I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to give him a pet first, so it'll look pretty different. All right, I'm going to give him a bit of a shake to simulate what he looks like during his storm. Sort of imagine there's lots of raindrops hitting his leaves. Winds and oh my god. There you go. Now you can see nice little baths for water to get into his roots. But don't worry, this will last about 10-15 minutes, so he will be opened up with his new in just a little bit. We'll see him at the end of the tour. We'll get to see him. Is rock, which is volcanic rock that has been spun really fast at a really high temperature. It's the same way that you make cotton candy for your shoes and rocks instead. You don't have like cotton candy does. And then we also will see some coconut core. That's just the outside of coconut. It's just fiber, so it's a great base and it's also a good way to reuse something and go underneath that. Now, before we head into the next greenhouse, we also have an opportunity for a taste test of some of what we're growing in here. Does anyone have a cucumber allergy? Nope. All right. So, we do have some fresh cucumbers to try. But actually, that little certification we got plaque on the wall over there. So, zero waste platinum. We got that over 10 years ago because of how much we recycle here. We're the first kind of department here at Disney to get that certification, but it is a goal for company.
Thank you much.
You might be thinking why
Thank you.
seedless, because some people prefer a seedless cucumber. They find that the seeds make them burp a little bit more after eating cucumber. Muffins are the burpless.
Thank you.
So one system right here is how we grow our microgreens. And this is a big group that we produce for our vegetables as well. So a lot of these are sent for vegetables. But microgreens are just anything growing out of a little seed that you harvest after about a week or so. So you can really make anything microgreen. These are great because we grow them on the trays. We can give the trays to our chefs. They trim up what they want from the top and then give it to the chefs. So we grow all kinds of stuff. We got some beets, some cilantro, we got corn growing in the back somewhere. These are the really only thing in here that just get water because they don't need any nutrients. We got their nutrients from little seed. I'll gather on your side like these 15 kind of our in So, and it's usually a pretty tranquil technique. On these tables are these long trays. There's little square holes. We're going to put a lettuce plant in each one of those. We've already started the lettuce growing in a cube of that rock, that fluffy volcanic rock. So we stick them right in there, and then there's a hole at the top to add our nutrient solution. It's going to run continuously down the tray and create a thin layer or a film that the plants can absorb from. Whatever doesn't get absorbed collects at the bottom. And then it's going to get pumped back up and put back into the system. And we can grow about 2,000 heads of lettuce on the tables behind me. And we harvest 500 every week. I would say, I think the ones furthest from us that are spelling out that pot over there are probably closest to being harvested. They harvest them usually Monday or Tuesday morning. They each have their own cube of rock wool. They also have their own, or they're sharing that little white bag, which contains coconut wool. Both of those soak up that nutrient solution. And then we wrap string around so we cover plants so they grow nice and tall up and off the ground. That's another cultural pest management tool. It kind of moves them off the ground, helps attract less pests on your plants. And they're growing really well. These were seeded in mid-July. They're already this tall and growing lots of in those areas. Sand's a great base if you want to keep it not a little bit hydroponics. So beneath the sand surface, we have a big system of drip tape in here, which is bringing the nutrients into the roots of all these plants. So I'm going to come around and point out these two little dots in there. And that is where that solution drips out onto the roots. So it's just little drops at a time, but they control the rate at which it drips throughout the day. And then they can actually measure exactly how much solution each plant gets. So we kind of call it precision agriculture, when you're controlling the exact amount. And this way, we don't waste any of our nutrient solution, and it's all controlled by a computer, so it's super easy to go in and adjust it. Those are different. Right.
See his little footprints all over.
Our peppercorns here are all coming from the same plant that also happens to be our Mimosa. So our little Mickey shaped pepper plant here is also our oldest plant in the greenhouse. It's been here for over 20 years and it's still producing lots of peppercorn. You can see right here. Some of our greens start growing red. So when you harvest them at different stages of ripening and dry them at different times, so you get different colored peppercorn. They all come from the same plant. together by our cucumbers one last time. We point out some of the other little fun and creative ways. That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
cool. This mold that's hanging right here is what we call hanging. Wrapping around it and everything grows from the mold. We harvest a cucumber and then slice into it. You get mini-shaped cucumber slices. So we use molds like this to create all kinds of shapes. Another big one we'll create are mini-shaped pumpkins.
Moments later.
That's behind the scenes tour done. That was really interesting.
Really liked that, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really say much to you because they were talking the whole time. Hopefully the microphones picked up some of what she was saying, but we can hopefully put some on the screen if we remember some of it, because
Yeah.
I do take it in. I haven't got a very good memory.